All right, guys, what's up? I'm James coming to you live today with our first interview with the Florida Lifestyler podcast. Coming to you with Shaun and Jess, which is Florida Lifestyler members. Well, I ain't gonna say members of the Florida Lifestyle group, but they're Florida Lifestyle members because they're part of the Florida Lifestyle culture. Everybody
Yes,
give
sir.
them a big welcome and a big round of applause.
Hey
What's going
guys.
on, everybody? How you guys doing tonight?
We doing good, man. We doing good. I got my wife. My wife is in a lifestyle too. My wife Lydia, but she's doing the kid, the mommy thing right now. You know what I'm saying? So
Respect that. We got kids of
yeah,
our own. Gotcha.
yeah. Somebody got to hold it down for the fort, while somebody else holding down the other fort. You know?
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So tell us about you guys. How did you get in the lifestyle? How did you meet? What made you fall in love, and what made you get in the lifestyle? Whoop, whoop, and all that good stuff.
Oh Lord, you ready for this one? All right, man. Now, honestly, me and my wife, we were together for 10 years. We got kids together, but for us, how we met, oh man, you asked a question, you opened a can of worms, brother. So we actually met online on a dating app called can we say it?
Yeah, I don't mind.
Can I say that? Oh no, just making sure, So it's called Plenty of Fish. So if
Okay.
you know anything about Plenty of Fish is basically a booty call app.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So we met up just to have a fun night with one another and ended up going out on our first date, talking for 2 hours and instantly falling in love and had a chemistry and connection like no other. And from the day we met, just being each other's booty calls, ended up falling in love and being side by side for 10 years.
Mhm.
That's
Um,
so great.
we got it's wild. So we're the definition of you can find love anywhere. And I mean, in all reality, like if we can do it, real true love is completely possible for anybody. So from there, we um we started just no, we got into the lifestyle because my wife's a nudist.
Mhm.
So she's into just being naked.
So
It
were
had
you
nothing to do with anything else.
so not to, sorry to interrupt, but were you
Yeah, go
naturally
for
a
it.
nudist when you first met him, or was that
Mm-mm.
something you developed over time when y'all met?
Um, Honestly, when I got with my husband, I just became so comfortable around him, just like in my body and in my skin, to where I hated wearing clothes.
Okay.
Not
And
a problem for me.
Yeah.
so he was like, they have, it's like, they have a thing for that, and you know what that's called. And I'm like, no. And then a couple of friend of ours was talking about Caliente, and he was like, yeah, they they're nudists and people out there too. And we all like, he was like, let's just go. So he took me out there, and I just fell in love with everything about it, just the women, just everybody being comfortable in their own skins. And yeah, so
That's
That
awesome.
started it for us.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
that started the journey into you wanting to dabble into the lifestyle, correct? Is that right, Sean?
Yeah, so for well that the nudist, her being a nudist kind of started us into it, and we started going, and then she dropped a bomb on me that she's got a fantasy that she is bisexual.
Mm.
So once again, I, as a loving husband and a wife that likes women, I did what I had to do as a man,
Of course, you got to be a supportive
and I
husband.
was
You know
like,
what I'm saying?
you know what I'm saying? You like being naked and you like women. Oh man. I mean, I didn't know at first if I could handle it, but I did what a man should do, and I locked it down. And so we joined because she likes to be naked, she likes women, and I like both of those things. So we rolled with it. We started going to Cali. We became very, very avid members there. We started hitting up the secrets. We started hitting up other places. And for us, it was more about meeting like minded people that we fell in love with, honestly.
Wow. Water? All right, one moment, one moment. Hold on. Say hey, Liddy.
Yes, sir.
That's the wife. She coming in to get some water.
How you
Hi.
doing?
Yeah, but that's awesome, man. That's real awesome. Sorry about the interruption. Yeah, but that's
Oh,
awesome
please. We
too.
got
Okay.
5 kids, man.
Yeah.
We get interruptions all the time.
Oh yeah, we got three, man. So it's a busy world.
Those are rookie numbers. Rookie numbers. You got to pick those numbers
Yeah,
up.
I bet, dude. So, when she brought up the fantasy, you was interested. Now, did you guys like jump in as threesome or full swap, or how did you do it? Like,
Well, actually, when she brought it up, of course, as her husband, I let her, she has full control. I don't talk to girls. I don't flirt with girls. I have no interaction with women. It's all her. So for me, because it was her fantasy to be with women and me at the same time, I basically just let her have full reign with it.
okay,
So she took control of it. So what we basically would do is we would just go. She would flirt with women and find women she like, and then we would play. But we've honestly we've been in the lifestyle for what 4 or 5 years now, and
Mhm.
we've actually really never, as people would say, like fully engaged. Like we haven't been in orgies or
okay,
full swap or any of that stuff. She just likes women. That's her cup of tea,
yeah.
and
And I see,
that's
I
what we're
like that
into.
you explained that because that shows the different dynamics of the lifestyle, and that's
Right.
good that you explained that on the first
Yeah.
episode because people think that it's got to be just one way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everybody
Yep.
got their own too.
Everybody's got different. That's the thing,
Mhm.
man. Everybody really has their own cup of tea, as we say. But the cool thing about it is if you go in with an open mind, it's just like, okay, we might be only here for this, but you meet another cool couple
Yeah,
and everybody's vibing. Everybody's cool. Everybody finds everybody attractive. Everybody's chilling.
Mhm.
I'm not saying we're not down for more. It's just it has to be along those lines. We're vibe people.
Mhm.
I
yeah,
don't care how good you look, how fine your girl is, whatever the case may be. It's got to be key elements. You got to find somebody you connect with, you're cool with, and you can vibe with. So,
definitely.
you know,
That's
Mhm.
definitely
very
important
open
because
minded people.
you said the looks thing. That's definitely important because there's plenty of times me and my wife Lydia, we had some of our funnest times with people that we thought we'll never be attracted to, just because their
Mhm.
Exactly.
energy was so good, you know.
Yes,
Yep.
that's us, bro.
Yep.
That's us all day long.
Yep.
Yeah,
So we just go off of vibes, man. We're big vibe people, and we're into it to where we can honestly say we go in with the mentality of she knows what she's looking for, but under the right circumstances with vibe checks, yeah,
Mhm.
anything can happen.
Yep.
right. Now, are you guys both
So
Florida natives?
Yes.
yes, I'm from Miami. We're both from Miami.
Mhm.
See, that's great. That's great. I'm a Florida native myself. I'm originally from St. Petersburg, Florida.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Oh wow.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
we're
yeah.
always in St. Pete, always.
Miami and St. Pete are cousins. Yeah,
Yeah, we go to St. Pete. Yeah, we go to St. Pete all the time. A lot of our friends are in the lifestyle. Our DJs down there. They run clubs down
yeah.
there. So
Yeah.
we are always down there in the meet and greets.
That's
So
awesome. I'm currently in Central Florida, and that's what inspired me because Central Florida, we have all these different lifestyle resorts. Now, if you were to advise the visitors or the vacationers, snowbirds, or whatever you want to call them, that come down, because it's plenty lifestyles all over America. If they came down here
yeah,
and they wanted to really find a resort that's, let's say, it's somebody who like don't really like too much, but it's just enough. What would you advise them to go to? Any lifestyle spot, not even just the newest clubs. Is I know they got bars and stuff. So what would you advise?
yeah,
Yeah. As somebody, when I came into it, I was introduced to Caliente when I came into it. But at the time, Caliente was what Secrets is now.
Okay,
So if I would advise somebody now where to go to get that experience, I would say Secrets because Secrets is just one of those places for me to where I feel really comfortable there. You don't really have to, I mean, any if you are a female, a natural born female, you're gonna get hit on regardless of how you look. I will say that. But as far as going to Secrets, the type of music I like to listen to, I would hear it there before I would hear it at other places. I would say
right. That is great.
uh, I would
that.
I would say more. Yeah, I would choose it off the age gap, and the reason I say that
Mhm.
is for me.
Mhm.
if you're between the ages of like 21 and let's say 40, 45, 50, I would say secrets all day long. But if you're a little bit older and you just want that comfortability with just going somewhere, hanging out, listening to music, vibing with people, and that's
Yes,
just chill,
I agree.
Cali all day long,
I agree
all
with
day
that.
long.
Yeah,
So it just kind of because you got to think Secrets is Orlando. It's a younger vibe. They partying till 4 o'clock in the morning. It's a different element. Cali is more of a laid back nudist resort to whereas people are a little bit older. They want to walk around naked, play some tennis naked, shoot some pool naked. It's a different vibe. So
right.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's
But then you got eyes wide is a little wild too.
so. Have you been to Eyes Wide Shut? Do you go
Yes, we've
more
been
often?
there a couple times. We give every place a couple different chances. We go di- different times during the week,
Mm-hmm.
weekend. If they have events, because we want to hit it from all
Yeah.
angles. So
Yeah. So what kind of things do you like to do when you go there? Like, how do you like to approach the scenery?
Well, with I think yeah, with Caliente and Secrets, when we go there, for the costume thing, and that's really for me how I can approach a woman. Oh my God, I love your costume. Or, oh my God, I love your lingerie,
Okay.
and that's for me with somebody that I am very much interested in. Oh, come and hang out with me and my husband, or come and meet my husband, or are you here with someone?
Right.
So going somewhere, especially where there's a theme, that is the perfect time to
yeah,
approach.
opener.
That's an opener
Yeah,
A
to
great
be able to
icebreaker.
approach
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah. Because you're already
Yes.
comfortable. You're already out of your element. So if
Yep.
you're doing something that's theme based, you're already kind of feeding into it. So you start to get the attention.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
So
That's great advice, man.
but you
Because
gotta be
that's what I'm
open.
basing this show off. This show is basing off giving people advice on their journey through other people's
Yeah.
Yep.
experiences from everybody who's in Florida. Because
Yep.
everybody has different experiences. Everybody has different things that
Yep.
they go through, and I don't think a lot of people get to voice it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just want to show our culture because this is big in Florida, and we're
Oh
the
no, it
whole,
definitely is,
Yep.
man. That's fine. Yeah.
we're the mecca. Well, I ain't gonna say we're the mecca because Texas, man, Texas pretty big.
And Texas has got some
Well,
craziness
I've
going
heard
on.
I've heard about Texas, man. They stuff is wild.
Yeah,
They
man,
stuff is more
everywhere I
like
go on
house
Facebook,
parties.
it's Texas, Texas, Texas. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep.
A lot of Texas people. I
Yeah.
need to head over there and see what they got popping with the Texas lifestyle.
Yep.
I think I think no matter where you go though, I mean honestly, I think if you go in with an open mentality, you'll never lose. Don't expect anything. Always expect the unexpected, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Don't go in expecting that you're going to do something or you're going to make something happen. I say to everybody, if you're new or even going to a place you've never been and you've been in it for 10 years, just go in with an open mind of whatever happens, happens. Because at that point, you won't have any expectations and you'll be down for whatever fun happens.
That is
So
true. That
don't
is
never do that,
That is definitely
you
true
know?
because the less expectations, you get better results. I get
Yes.
Exactly.
you hear those
Exactly.
people that say, "Oh man, I went out to the club and nobody wanted to talk to me and be my friend and
Yeah.
stuff," and you like, it's probably because you was worrying about them talking to you and being your friend
Yes.
too much. If you just went
Yep.
there
Mm-hmm.
with, "I'm going to make myself comfortable amongst the
Yep.
people," you probably get better
Yep.
results
You
instead of just
will.
because
Mm-hmm.
people probably think like, oh, I gotta have sex, or I gotta.
Yeah.
It might not
Yep.
work out.
Exactly.
Sometimes we went places and we don't even have sex.
Yep. No, we barely. Yeah, We go more times and meet cool people and make friends than we do anything else.
Yeah, you just
Yep.
out there having a great time. It's great connections too. It's
That's
a lot of
it.
wise people with a lot of wisdom, like you guys itself, that comes from great backgrounds and different diverse backgrounds. And that's what I like a lot about the culture is the diverse
Yep.
backgrounds that we have, and especially with us in Florida being so multicultural, it brings us together in a
Yeah.
lot of
Yep.
ways. Yep, it really brings us
No, it's
together.
true. For me, the way I see it is if you go with no expectations, sex is a bonus. There you go. Because now you're going to meet cool people. You're going to have a great time. You're going to meet lifelong friends and partners and connections. And if you end up doing something, shit, that's a plus one for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
So what's the craziest thing y'all think y'all went through with encountering with someone? I'll give you mine. One time I was at a resort and I'm having sex with Lydia in one of the playrooms and we just getting it on. And suddenly I hear somebody whispering in my ear like, "Yeah, give it to her, give it to her, okay, good. Give it to her, boy." And then my shit just went. This dude is just whispering. I got this
Oh my,
dude whispering sweet nothings in my ear about my wife.
oh
Oh
my
my
God.
God.
Yeah, we
I
that's
never, and man, me and my wife been together for 19 years, man. I never in my life got soft for her until that night. I just,
Oh my
I'm
God.
I'm doing my thing, and she's just whispering sweet nothings like, "Yeah, man." And you know he's jerking off, obviously. So he's
Oh
over
no.
my shoulder. He's like,
Right
"Yeah, man.
behind you. Yeah, that
Yeah,
yeah.
man. Hit that pussy. Yeah, man. Do it."
oh wow.
You know,
Yeah.
some people like
Ours might
that type of stuff, but me, I couldn't handle it.
Oh my
no.
God. No.
Yeah, we've been in some wild ass situations before. Jesus.
Um
Well, I mean, mine might be different from yours, because it could be good or bad.
it was the weirdest
Oh, you said the
uh,
weirdest?
like the most uncomfortable
Yeah.
thing for me. Yeah. For it was the guy that was in standing in the room. Remember who he was standing in the room while we were going at it, and it just like you had to stop because he was like he pulled the chair up.
Oh yeah, that. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that one was that. You know what? That one was pretty weird. Like there was like five people in the room, two couples, me and Jess, and another set of couples. They're going at it on one bed. We're going at it, but old dude is standing there by himself, so he's trying to figure out what he's gonna do. So instead of getting involved or trying to like ask for permission to be involved, he just pulls up a chair next to us, sits down, and he's like just staring. And I'm like, are you gonna like? I wasn't like saying like, are you gonna do something as in like giving him permission, but I was like, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, it was like he was more intrigued with what
Yeah,
was going on than
He was
anything. And
studying.
Sean was like, yeah, and
yeah.
Sean was just like, "There's no, I can't." He was like, "I'm sorry." Like, and as it's so as he's going, I can feel him like declining,
Boo.
and I was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my God,
Yeah, he
no!"
ruined it for me because like he was the way he was focused on what I was doing, like it threw me off game, bruh. And I'm like, no, I can't do this. Like, and I've been in situations where we were in Cali one time and the all the rooms were full and there was no rooms to play in. So in the waiting area, if you ever been in Cali, the waiting area is massive. And
Okay.
there had to have been at least 25 people waiting to go in a room, not the Joneses. We said we ain't waiting to
I was
go
like,
in
"I'm
no
not
room.
fucking about to wait."
So we started going at it in the waiting room
I was
with
about to
like
ask, man,
25
because,
people
like,
up.
yeah, why not? You
Yeah.
know what I'm
And
saying?
I'm dogging it, but here's where it got weird. So as I'm going in, and now I got a crowd, so I'm hyped up, and I'm like, I'm going to team. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to work. And after like 25 minutes, I'm done. I'm like, all right, I'm spent. She gets up to walk off, and some old lady walks up, and she's like, "Damn, it's good to see that you can walk." And I was like, "Oh shit." People were just like high fiving us as we walked by. It was weird, but that
But the energy is great. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah,
So we don't have a problem with the energy with the people. It was just that
yeah,
one
yeah. That
situation.
Yeah,
one
it
situation,
always
it was
be
the
yeah, it
weirdest thing
always
ever.
be a situation. And the reason I wanted to explain that because I want people to know that everything is not all peaches and cream all the time.
Oh
Hmm.
no,
And
I
just
give you horror stories.
and
Yeah.
just like we explained, we have children as well. We're not fucking having sex 24 hours a day, even though we
We have a
want
That
to.
no.
part.
Yeah. We got a real life.
Right,
Yeah.
it's not humanly possible. So if you
Yeah.
guys hear us one day say, "Oh, we're swingers," and then okay, it's like when I be at work and like people have found out I'm a swinger because I got the tattoos or whatever. And you really some people who are not familiar, you really have to break it down to them like, we're not crazy people. You know what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
saying? But it
Yeah.
don't have
We're
to
just
go
people that like
that
to have
deep.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, it don't have to go that deep in the rabbit hole with me because usually people find my character before they find out I'm a swinger. So
Yep.
so
Hmm.
then they like, okay, he's a regular person. But at the same time, I want people to know that we are regular people. We
Oh
have
yeah.
regular lives. You have 5 children. I have three. Not all and people's like, oh, how your kids know? Some people let their kids know. Some people don't let their kids know. It's not
Nope.
it's not like a fucking thing. Like me, my kids stay in the kids world. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mine are
Yep.
too. Ours
So
do too.
they see this shirt and they just say, oh, that's a nice Florida shirt, Dad.
Yeah. Exactly.
They
That's so
don't know what
funny.
the fuck. They say, why you got a pineapple? I said, because Florida like pineapples, tropical
Yep. We
trees
like
and stuff.
exotic
Yep.
fruits,
Yep.
baby.
Yep.
They just
Yep.
like, "Ooh," let me show them raise the awareness. You get no awareness.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I want
Yep.
to raise the awareness within our culture because, I really feel like we should, people should get more understanding about us because we
Oh yeah.
really found a way to make love work in a different way. I actually got like my holistic sexologist certification because I just wanted to represent. I want to do something for everybody. And this is just the
Right.
beginning. I really don't like. I'm gonna just keep it honest. I'm winging everything. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not scared to say
Right.
that. I'm winging all this with the
Right.
church sales, with the podcast, with everything. You know what I'm saying? Because
Oh
I
yeah.
know
We
what
did
this
the same thing.
yeah, and I know what this did for me, and I know that I want to help others. And they say that swinging don't save people relationships, but I fail to disagree. I highly disagree. Sorry, because I I seen a lot of people in the lifestyle that are making it because of this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
some people
But
are
it's not
not.
what you make it though.
Yeah.
Right, it's what you make it.
Yeah.
'Cause like, okay, let's say in my
Yeah.
instance, I was a vanilla situation. Me and my wife came up. We was together since children. We had our little infidelity stuff because we grew up. Growing up as kids. You
Yep.
hiding the ass here and hiding the ass there. You know what I'm saying? So we both had our little times and things and stuff. And then I finally one day in our 20s was like, yo, we should just get into the lifestyle, whatever. And I feel and I seen greater results with us being in the lifestyle because we got to be more open and honest and talk about things that we desire with each other. I could tell her, yo, do you like this and that and that? And these are things that she probably feel like that a normal person won't feel comfortable telling their spouse, you know?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like how you introduce, like you said, your wife was start introducing. I like women. I want to do this. I want to do that. This and that. And these are
Yeah.
things that people don't really get to tell their spouse, and it really hurts me to see people suffer like that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
To see people suffer with their desires and not get to be their self. You see a lot of people that's not in a lifestyle, they have a on and off switch. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean. So it's like there's some when they're away from their spouse, it's like on. They're like, yeah, lively. Woo,
I
woo.
will say this.
Yeah, and then they get
I
around
Yeah.
will
their
say,
spouse and it's like, oh,
um, I agree with that, but I will say this. When we first met, our biggest thing was never losing our spark, right? So
like
the
that.
way we never lost our spark was for like the first 5 years.
Hmm.
We did first date nights like once a month. We started doing it once a month to where we went back to certain places where we started like that we went to when we first started dating. And for us, it was this place called the Cigar Cave.
Mm,
Once a month, we would go there. I would get out of the car. He would stay in the car. He would pick me up. we lived together, but he would get dressed. He would go out in the car. He would call me, be like, "Hey, I'm outside." I would finish getting dressed. Tell him, "Okay, I'm coming." Like as if he's waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? Like we did not. It was as if we didn't live together, but we lived together.
Right.
And so "Hey, I'm outside." He would come and pick me up. We would go to the cigar cave once a month. We did this, and it got so repetitive to where the people. One day, one of the bartenders was like, "What do y'all do? Like, I see y'all come in here once a month," and we explained it to her, and she thought it was the cutest thing ever.
That is,
So we
man.
would go
That
to
is
the cigar
very
cave.
romantic, man.
Yes.
Well, it's meeting
I would,
each other.
yeah, and I would sit at the bar, and he would wait like 5 minutes before he would come in. He would come sit next to me, and we will talk as if we had just met for the first time. And we would stick to a lot of stuff that was true, but we would also make up a lot of stuff,
Improvise a lot.
you know, because at the end of the night for us, it was like having a booty call with your husband, but he's a dude that you just met for the first time. And
Right.
for him, it was so fun for him because I changed my hair all the time. So for him, it was like meeting. It was like, you know what I'm saying, going on a date with a different girl like once a month or twice a month. He was going out with like two different girls.
So basically, bottom line, what she's trying to say is like, so that's what we do with the lifestyle. We use the lifestyle to keep our chemistry strong, and the
Yeah.
way that we do that is every time we go to a lifestyle event, we dress differently. We go in there and we split up, not to meet other people, but to meet ourselves again for the first time. And then we
Ooh,
talk. I buy her
that's
drinks.
some
Now we're
You
words,
know what I'm
meeting.
man.
saying?
We're
Hold on,
meeting
hold
in
on,
a
hold
different
on, hold
environment.
on. Say that one more time, bro. That was some words. Say that one more time. You go what?
You know what I'm saying? So that's it. So we will
Say
go
that
to
one
these
more time
lifestyle
for the
events.
people, man.
Yeah, so go to use the lifestyle to save your marriage, not by being with other people, but meeting each other again for the first time, dress differently in a different environment, bro.
Mhm.
And you learn about each other. The key to a successful relationship is chemistry. It ain't, I mean, yeah, look, your relationship's a pizza pie. There's
Yeah.
different slices. Each slice a different characteristic. You got looks, you got mental attraction, but chemistry for us was key point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Our chemistry is stronger than you could ever imagine. If you talk to anybody that knows the Joneses, they'll be like, those two are soulmates. Like our chemistry
Hmm.
is unmatchable.
Hmm.
Everywhere we go, there could be 1,000 people party. You're gonna find the two of us in the corner being goofy together. That's just us. Like we always are. Our chemistry is always super strong,
Yeah.
and we use the lifestyle. Like she'll go there, she'll go to the bar. I'll go across the way. I'll order her a drink. I'll catch her attention. I'll
Hmm.
start flirting, throwing some game at her, and boom, then we start having fun. So you got to use the lifestyle
Yes.
for that. There's different levels to everything
And
in
always
life.
have that conversation on what your intentions are in case it involves other people coming into it.
Yeah.
You always want to, and this is something we always
Always
do
talk.
that
Always
is
talk.
whenever
very
we're
true.
on our
That's
way.
great
And I'll
advice.
use, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll continue to use secrets as one of the biggest things because that's where we go a lot now.
Okay.
So whenever we're leaving and headed to secrets, that's our conversation before we do anything else. While we're on the road, we like to get it out the way. Okay, what are our intentions this weekend? What are we looking for? What are we gonna do? Okay, so whenever we're meeting each other for the first time, you can either be that person you're looking for, or you can go and look for that person you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? So we always keep that in mind as well. Because I could be the person that I want a girl that's gonna be like this. I could either choose to be that girl, or I could choose to go and find that girl he's looking for and bring her in the, you know what I'm saying, bring her back to the room with us. So that's another thing that I will say we do.
Yeah.
Like
Communication.
communication is always
Communication's
the number
key.
one thing, especially if you're just getting into it. Although we have been in it for a while, it's just something that I like that we do before we go anywhere.
Yeah.
That is awesome. That is awesome. Now, before we wrap it up, I wanna leave off with one more thing. When you hear the word Florida lifestyler, what comes to your mind?
Florida lifestyler.
Yeah.
Oh man, for me, when you just said Florida lifestyle, I'm thinking like, what does Florida have to offer to somebody that lives here? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how far can I take Florida? Because
Mhm.
if I'm a Florida lifestyler, I'm tearing it up and I'm doing whatever Florida has to offer.
Okay.
That could be a lot of different things.
I agree with that, but a Florida lifestyler for me would be um a person in the LS community, but for me it would be a person that just wants to have fun around a bunch of motherfuckers who just don't care. They just want to enjoy life, whether they're naked, whether they see people fucking, whether they see people eating, whether they, what I'm saying, seeing people playing in the fucking pool. That's Florida lifestyle for me, because Florida, you never know what to expect. You might see somebody with wigs, gold teeth, banging a white chick. You might see or somebody grandmama getting banged by, you know what I'm saying? Like, the Florida lifestyle is the Florida lifestyle. You can see somebody old ass granddaddy banging a 10. Like, you never know. That's what I love about being from Florida and being in the lifestyle.
Or you can see a bald headed, tattooed up, muscular white boy with a black girl. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
That's common. They don't know about Florida, boy.
Listen, they don't know about Florida, baby.
Know about Florida. We
We a
don't
different
really got a
breed.
race around here.
Yeah, listen, Florida boys, we a different breed, bro.
Yeah, and I ain't been in Miami for a while, but I'm gonna say it the Florida, Polk County way, Florida.
Yeah, Florida boys, man. Y'all, hey, we
Florida.
our own race.
Yes, we
Yes.
are. Yes, we are.
That's why they say Florida is its own country. We really are.
Yeah,
Because
it
we
is.
just don't give a fuck.
We're very
It is.
diverse.
We are really, how they have the FAFO? We are really FAFO.
Yeah, we are. We are. And we are Florida. And this is our lifestyle. For real.
Yes,
Mhm.
sir.
Well, I'm glad you guys came on the show, man. The first episode. Make sure to tell them where to follow y'all at if y'all want to look for more friends and stuff. Where they could hit y'all up at.
Facebook would be Shaun and Jess
LS. We also have, because you got that. I don't know if you can see this. This is us. So Jones World with the upside down. That's our company.
That's our company.
Whoa, yo, y'all check out Jones World. I wasn't aware. Y'all got it.
Yeah, that's us.
Y'all on social medias?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it's all on our link. It's on our link.
all on our Facebook, our links,
our LinkedIn, everything.
Yes, sir. That's us.
And we sell these in multiple colors. I have bathing suits. I have men's swim trunks, towels, koozies. Yes.
Oh,
T-shirts, hats.
that's what this
flip-flops.
it's all about, networking. That's why I created the Florida Lifestyle Group. In the description below, we're gonna drop all the things. So down there in the description below, we're gonna drop all their links. We're gonna have everywhere y'all can go find them at and support them. Hey, they doing their thing. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate you.
But yeah, I appreciate you guys coming out, man, and representing, man. We'll definitely get another one in person with my wife, man. She cool as hell. She's so shit.
No, definitely. Let's do it, man. And hopefully we get to see you guys at an event soon.
Yes.
Link up. We're only 30 minutes from each other, man.
Yeah, man. So you can always hang out, man. We just gotta find a day. We actually got a kayaking event coming up. So I'll send you guys some info on that too. We kayak going down the river and just going to kayaking. Just try to get all the pineapple people together.
That's Florida lifestyles right there, baby.
I'm an ATV girl. I like the mud sling. So maybe we could set up to where we go somewhere and go ride some ATVs. Let's do it.
I'm down with it all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll give you guys a contact soon.
Yeah,
all right.
Thank you. That was a
Talk
pleasure,
to you later.
Man.
Good night, you guys.
Yes, sir. Have a great night.
Good night.